All right, as always, let's start with vehicle mode. Cyclonus is this sweet, futuristic space jet, true to his original characters design from the 80s in the movie. You got this really awesome kind of swept forward appearance to the jet mode. Really awesome, like gold tinted windows. These intakes right here that look really, really cool. And this part of the figure, actually, one great thing about the transformation, I think, is how this part snaps over and kind of covers the engines over here. Really, really fun. He looks completely different from the original version of this mold, which is Silverbolt. Doesn't look at all like that plane. At least this back part. You can still see underneath is just tons of robot kibble. He pulls it off, though. You don't really notice it when you're just displaying him as a jet, obviously. Really, really, really cool. I like it. Intimidating, fun, nice purple. Let's transform him and show off robot mode. Alright, here's Cyclonus in robot mode. Let's just really quickly compare him to Silverbolt. You can see that though they share the same mold, they have a very different look and feel. Weapons are similar, but you have different torsos, different head sculpt. Completely different paint schemes and two different factions. To just a passerby, they obviously would look like two completely different figures. Here is Cyclonus with his old school Transformers universe counterpart, Deluxe Cyclonus. The purple is completely different. I am more of a fan of the Deluxe figure, but super happy that Cyclonus got another figure, and he still looks great in his own right. Here is, for you more than meets the eye fans, Tailgate. They look great together. In the comics, Cyclonus is way, way bigger than Tailgate, so if you got a shelf for more than meets the eye, the Lost Light crew, this is the guy to pick up. Lastly, Cyclonus does come with his, his blaster and kind of shield item. I think they work better for Silverbolt. I'm not a big fan of it. New to Silverbolt's mold are these cool fins. They obviously detach and go into the pegs, so that means he can either hold them. You can do something fun, like you can plug them into the weapon or the shield portion of it. You know, adds a little variety to them. You can also, if you want, just plug it into the back of the gun over here. You know, makes him stand out a little bit more from Silverbolt. Pretty cool. His head sculpt's really nice. If it'll focus. He looks especially grumpy, so that's good. Let's take a look at him in his combiner mode. Alright, so here we have Cyclonus transformed into Galvatronus. Being a standalone Voyager figure from Wave 3, standalone in the meaning, he doesn't have his own designated combiner team. He's one of the Combiner War figures that kind of highlights the wide variety of ways that Combiner Wars is intended to be played with, and the kind of a free-form type of combinations you can make using the series. In the fiction on the box, which is new to the character of Cyclonus, he has the ability to mind control whatever Autobot or Decepticon he wants to become his limbs and combine with him. So you basically have free reign to build whatever type of combiner you want. I chose to highlight this in the video essentially by combining some of the darker colored limb bots that are available now. We have one of the aerial bots, Skydive. We have then 3 Stunticons, Wild Rider, Off-Road, and Dead End. And you can kind of see, like, if you want, you can really make the kind of colors work for Cyclonus using the purple Perfect Effect feet and hands. They really match his bright purple, torso. You can combine that with some of the Stunticons, reds and grays to really kind of give him an actual unified look, and not make it seem like he's just picking up whatever. So I really like him. I really love the Silverbolt mold. He makes for a great sturdy combiner. His proportions are really good when you compare to Defensor or Motormaster. Menasor. And the only real complaint you can have with this mold is that he has these really skinny legs, skinny thighs. Luckily, using some weapons or whatever you have, you can plug into the ports on the side and actually add a little bit of width to his leg silhouette there. And so, being that I picked both Dead End and Wild Rider, and they come with the cool kind of exhaust pipe clubs, I chose to put those on his sides and give him a little extra weight. Of course, Cyclonus' little dagger fins you can plug wherever you want, and I just chose to plug them right on the front. I mean, really, when you look at it, this guy actually highlights, I think, what Combiner Wars offers to any kid playing with it, or any fan that just loves to kind of use his imagination and his or her imagination and just kind of go wild. He is supposed to, he has his combined weapon here, but it's not very exciting. Whatever. The highlights on the torso that are different from Silverbolt and Superion is he's got these cool chest missiles, the kind of Galvatron's kind of stomach pattern, and just some really cool detailing with the Decepticon logo and the really cool Galvatron head. It's odd that Cyclonus would have ever been a combiner. It's definitely weird, but he really pulls it off. Looks great. Alright, closing thoughts on Cyclonus. I'll give you 2 reasons you should pick him up. 1, you're a big fan of More Than Meets the Eye, and you really want to pick up another Lost Light crew member. 2, you like Combiner Wars and you like Silverbolt's mold from Wave 1, and you love it enough to pick it up again. He adds some new flavor to it, so it's not like exactly a new figure. They're doing a really great job with these remolds, so he looks different enough, and he's great. The only reason I could really see you passing on it is you're not really digging Combiner Wars, or you're waiting for Victorion, which will be the other version of this mold coming out whenever they release that Fanblade Combiner. Hope you guys found it informative and you can make a decision on Cyclonus. We'll see you next time.